Shabbat Shalom. Our scripture reading for today is Esaias or Isaiah chapter 66 verses 14 and 15. And when you see this, your heart shall rejoice, and your bones shall flourish like an herb. And the hand of Yahweh shall be known toward his servants, and his indignation toward his enemies. For, behold, Yahweh will come with fire, and with his chariots like a whirlwind, to render his anger with fury, and his rebuke with flames of fire.
Shabbat Shalom, family. Our selection today, Swing Low, Sweet Chariot.
The oracles of the UCI. 1 Peter chapter 4, verses 7 through 11. But the end of all things is at hand. Be you therefore sober, and watch unto prayer. And above all things have fervent love among yourselves, for love shall cover the multitude of sins. Use hospitality one to another without grudging. As every man has received the gift, even so minister the same one to another, as good stewards of the manifold grace of Elohim. If any man speak, let him speak as the oracles of Elohim. If any man minister, let him do it as the ability which Elohim gives, that Elohim in all things may be glorified through Yahshua the Mashiach, to whom be praise and dominion forever and ever. Amen. Ephesians chapter 4, verses 29 through chapter 5 and verse 4. Let no corrupt communication proceed out of your mouth, but that which is good to the use of edifying, that it may minister grace unto the hearers. And grieve not the Holy Spirit of Elohim, whereby you are sealed until the day of redemption. Let all bitterness and wrath and anger and clamor and evil speaking be put away from you with all malice. And be you kind one to another, tenderhearted, forgiving one another, even as Elohim for Yahshua's sake has forgiven you. Be you therefore followers of Elohim as dear children, and walk in love, as the Mashiach also have loved us, and has given himself for us an offering and sacrifice to Elohim for a sweet-smelling savor. But fornication and all uncleanness or covetousness, let it not be once named among you as becomes saints. Neither filthiness, nor foolish talking, nor jesting, which are not convenient, but rather giving of thanks. Ecclesiastic chapter 5, verses 1 through 2. Keep your foot when you go to the house of Elohim, and be more ready to hear than to give the sacrifice of fools, for they consider not that they do evil. Be not rash with your mouth, and let not your heart be hasty to utter anything before Elohim, for Elohim is in heaven, and you upon earth. Therefore, let your words be few. Exodus chapter 23, verses 20 through 21. Behold, I send an angel before you to keep you in the way, and to bring you into the place which I have prepared. Beware of him, and obey his voice. Provoke him not, for he will not pardon your transgressions, for my name is in him. Revelations chapter 3, verses 20 through 22. Behold, I stand at the door and knock. If any man hear my voice and open the door, I will come into him and will sup with him, and he with me. To him that overcomes will I grant to sit with me in my throne, even as I also have overcame and have sat down with my Father in his throne. He that has an ear, let him hear what the Spirit says unto the churches.
All right, Shabbat Shalom.
Shabbat Shalom.
Which is peace on Yahweh's holy Sabbath day. Welcome to another holy convocation that Yahweh has enjoined unto us here in this body of Yahshua. As it is written, they say, sing us one of the songs of Zion. You have to ask yourselves, why are we the only people on the earth who sing these types of songs? When you listen, a chariot coming forth to take me home, where's home? You have to understand one of the things that Yahweh will bring forth situation and circumstances in our lives that will cause us to write things that will have double meaning. When we go into these Proverbs and Psalms, you find that Dawid was writing things that he went through, but at the same time, they were a foreshadowing of the things that would happen unto the Mashiach. So you have to ask yourself a question. Did he know that? Or was he just so dealing with the situation that he had, and Yahweh was making that situation mimic a future situation? So here we sing coming forth to take me home. They call a funeral a homegoing service. Mm-hmm. So you deal with a slave who has had absolutely nothing but work their entire life from a child. We have children. Our children go out to play. Ain't no such thing as playing. From the minute you were able to walk, you were working. Now they have child labor laws. What the hell is that? Those didn't exist for us. From the minute we could walk, we were to work. So the happy part was going forth, having that chariot take them home. That was the only paradise they could possibly imagine was death. So heaven became a popular thought process. Sometimes we look and we said, man, I can't believe we believed in this falsehood. Well, pause for a second. Look at somebody having to work. Think about your worst day. And that's every day. Our worst day ain't even like their best. We don't know what it's like to work sun up to sundown. And the only reason it stopped because at the sundown they can't see you no more. If they had street lights, we'd be working 24 hours. You better thank Yahweh that technology didn't come then. So it's one of those things that as we start to move forward, a lot of the things that we have witnessed have caused fear inside of us. And some of that fear was purposely given unto us so that we would not move forward. That was the whole purpose of setting the houses on fire. That was the whole purpose of having these midnight crusades. They didn't just do those things just to be doing them. They did them to make sure that they could put fear in us not to move forward too fast. But when it's time for us to go into our land, we have to leave the fear of Babylon in Babylon. Let's begin today's sermon in Deuteronomy chapter 20. Deuteronomy chapter 20, and we're going to read verses 1 through 20.
When you go out to battle against your enemies, and you see horses and chariots, and a people more than you, be not afraid of them, for Yahweh your Elohim is with you, which bring you up out of the land of Egypt. And it shall be, when you are come near unto the battle, that the priest shall approach and speak unto the people, and shall say unto them, Hear, O Israel, you approach this day unto battle against your enemies. Let not your hearts faint, fear not, and do not tremble, neither be you terrified because of them. For Yahweh your Elohim is he that goes with you, to fight for you against your enemies, to save you.
So you have to know that when the battle is brought forth, that you are a tool in Yahweh's hand. See, we like to play these video games. And in the video game, you know, the avatar die, but all you got to do is press start and the game start over. So you got to understand, you the little man on the screen and he got the joystick. He got the controller. He is controlling the movement. So even when you die, you don't die. So you got to know who's really in control. This is why the real weapons of our warfare we have to deal with inside, so that we have that spiritual protection. Go ahead.
Verse 5, And the officers shall speak unto the people, saying, What man is there that has built a new house and has not dedicated? Let him go and return to his house, lest he die in the battle, and another man dedicate it. And what man is he that has planted a vineyard and has not yet eaten of it? Let him also go and return unto his house, lest he die in the battle, and another man eat of it. And what man is there that has betrothed a wife and has not taken her? Let him go and return to his house, lest he die in the battle, and another man take her.
In other words, take care of your business. Now, the water we know we got coming toward us We already know it's coming. So the business needs to be taken care of, understanding that this is coming forth. The adversary said, point blank, he's going to make war with the children of the woman. He said, I want to be just like the Most High. The only way for him to do that is to remove you from being his children and set up his own children. Has he not done it? Has he not done it? And what you think his children gonna do? They preparing the war against you. Because their daddy told them to. And how can you argue with anything that a man's God tell him? Go ahead.
Verse 8. And the officers shall speak further unto the people, and they shall say, what man is there that is fearful and faint-hearted? Let him go and return unto his house, lest his brother's heart faint as well as his heart.
Mm-hmm. So then we start to see how powerful faint-heartedness is. But is that the only thing that's contagious? What other thought processes, weaknesses are also contagious? Go ahead.
And it shall be, when the officers have made an end of speaking unto the people, that they shall make captains of the armies to lead the people. When you come near unto a city to fight against it, then proclaim peace unto it. And it shall be, if it make you an answer of peace, and open unto you, then it shall be, that all the people that is found therein shall be tributaries unto you, and they shall serve you.
All right, so then what Yahweh proposes is the thing that we have completely lost in these days and times. It's called a warning shot. It has disappeared so far that we don't even discuss it anymore. You ask yourself, why does a policeman automatically, if you pull out that gun, he don't shoot once? You ever ask yourself, why have you never heard of an individual getting shot once by the police? There's 6 or 7 that come out of there. Why? If you was just trying to stop him, you didn't think the one could stop him? Was he Superman? Did you see him? Did he have on a tights and a cape? Did you see him run past a locomotive? Did he stop the locomotive? Did he pass a plane? Did he catch one of the first 2 or 3 in his teeth? What did he do that he needed 7 or 8? Okay. Yahweh said we can't war like these people. I don't care how long you've been around these people. I don't care how long you have picked up and seen their ways. You can't war like these people. I don't care what you think these people have done to you. These people did what your God allowed them to do because of your disobedience and walking in his word. You got to understand that those people were the belt that he used to whoop you, but you don't turn around and get angry at the belt. I ain't never seen nobody scream at the belt after their mama whoop them. I damn you, piece of cowhide. I damn you. Curse the day you was made. Curse the factory that pulled your hide off that cow. Is it his fault? Go ahead, Bree.
Verse 12. And if it will make no peace with you, but will make war against you, then you shall besiege it. And when Yahweh your Elohim has delivered it into your hands, you shall smite every male thereof with the edge of the sword.
So you understand, this is the mode of war. Now, if this is the mode of righteous war, you shall smite every male. Understand, Yahweh says, I'm going to send you into the land of your enemies. So who are they having war with primarily? Why do you think there's such a big divide between black men and black women? The war is different upon us than it is on them. And you try to get them to understand it, and they will say, well, why don't you just pull yourself up by your bootstraps? They say the same thing that the man done said to everybody else. They hadn't seen that level of war. So sometimes when we don't see something, we don't believe it exists. If this is righteous war, what does unrighteous war look like? See, point blank, kill all the males. Keep reading.
But the women and the little ones and the cattle and all that is in the city, even all the spoil thereof, shall you take unto yourself.
Shall you take unto yourself. So understand something. The foundation that they had in slavery, which is, we're in Georgia. Georgia's a slave state to this day. The man does not have any legal rights to a child if him and that woman is not married. What happened? The slave master took the women and the little ones. Those are his. The father of that child, they had breeding plantations. Well, they just used the plantation to breed these young girls starting at 12 years old. Guess what? Those men had absolutely no rights to the children or the woman that they bred with. They're doing the same thing to us. You got to understand. He says, I'm going to send you to a land of your enemies. We just don't understand that there are different types of war. You've been in the middle of one for a very long time. Go ahead.
And you shall eat the spoil of your enemies, which Yahweh your Elohim has given you. Thus shall you do unto all the cities which are very far from you, which are not the cities of these nations, but of the cities of these people, which Yahweh your Elohim does give you for an inheritance. You shall save alive nothing that breathes, but you shall utterly destroy them, namely the Hittites, the Amorites, the Canaanites, the Perizzites, the Hivites, the Jebusites, as Yahweh your Elohim has commanded you, that they teach you not to do after all their abominations.
Right, but here in the land of our enemies, we are next to all of these various nations, and the interesting thing is, because everything is so individualized, we can be among one group of people and we still among more people than our forefathers. Because between one group of people might be 12 different religions. It's not the way that it used to be. If you saw this group, they believed in that. No. Just us in general, with all the denominations of what we have. You can be a Hebrew and be off into somewhere howling at the moon. So the question is, what kind of Hebrew are you? So we have all types of people around us. Are we allowing their culture to seep into ours? Go ahead.
Which they have done unto their gods. So should you have sinned against Yahweh your Elohim. When you shall besiege a city long time and making war against it to take it, you shall not destroy the trees thereof by forcing an axe against them. You mayest eat of them, and you shall not cut them down, for the tree of the field is man's life, to employ them in the siege.
Now, you have to ask yourself, why are we unable to find any fruit trees? When I was growing up, it was fruit trees everywhere. They already been killing the fruit trees with that stuff that they spraying. You can't find no fruit trees nowhere. I used to walk home from school and have my choice of any fruit I wanted before I got to the house. And I had to make no detour. Straight from school to the house, I got 3 to 4 different fruit in my hand. Where they at? There's a whole lot of fruit in Walmart. This fruit coming from somewhere, but it sure as hell ain't growing in the regular ground where we at. Why is that? Because war said that they needed to be destroying the trees that you may eat. See, the enemy started the war way before you know they started. They were smiling at you while they were spraying and killing all your fruit trees. Because see, they knew if they shut down the Walmart down the street, it wouldn't bother you that much if you had that fruit tree. But by killing all them fruit trees, oh, they're going to have you lined up at that Walmart. Go ahead.
Verse 20. Only the trees which you know that be not trees for food, you shall destroy and cut them down. And you shall build bulwarks against the city that makes war against you until it be subdued.
All right, let's go to Judges chapter 7. Judges chapter 7, and we're going to start that at verse 1, and we're going to read through chapter 8 and verse 12.
Then Jerubbaal, who was Gideon, and all the people that were with him rose up early and pitched beside the well of Herod, so that the host of the Midianites were on the north side of them, by the hill of Moriah, in the valley. And Yahweh said unto Gideon, the people that are with you are too many for me to give the Midianites into their hands, lest Israel vaunt themselves against me, saying, my own hand had saved me.
Right. There are some situations that you got a little bit too much help, so Yahweh not helping you yet. We seek about everybody's help. We seek about help from folk who don't even know Yahweh. He said, okay, but you ain't going to ask me, though. No. When Yahweh do something, he wanted to be known that he did it. He said, if I let y'all go like you are, you going to think you did it. I need you to know who did this. Go ahead.
Now therefore go to, proclaim in the ears of the people, saying, whosoever is fearful and afraid, let him return and depart early from the Mount Gilead.
All right, so we're talking about the same basis of our law is then being implemented. See, it's one thing to read the law of our Elohim. It's another thing to implement that law within situation and circumstance in your life. We can't just read it and then become forgetful hearers. Then a situation happened and we don't remember any of Yahweh's law. Go ahead.
And there returned of the people 20 and 2,000, and there remained 10,000.
Wait a minute. Whosoever is fearful and afraid, let him return and depart early from Mount Gilead. And there returned of the people 20 and 2,000. That's how many scared. Go ahead.
And Yahweh said unto Gideon, the people are yet too many. Bring them down to the water, and I will try them for you. I will try them for you there. And it shall be that of whom I say unto you, this shall go with you, the same shall go with you. And of whosoever I say unto you, this shall not go with you, the same shall not go. So he brought down the people unto the water, and Yahweh said unto Gideon, every one that laps of the water with his tongue, as a dog laps, him shall you set by himself. Likewise, everyone that bows down upon his knees to drink. And the number of them that lapped, putting their hands to their mouth, were 300 men. But all the rest of the people bowed down their knees to drink water. And Yahweh said unto Gideon, by the 300 men that lapped will I save you, and deliver the Midianites into your hand. And let all the other people go every man unto his place.
Right. Now, when Yahweh does give us a test, he also makes sure to keep it honest. He don't tell you all the parameters of the test. Now just go down to the water, and I'm gonna separate them. See, he gives you information in bits and pieces for a reason. Because we'll try to cheat on the test. See, we got certain people we like. Hey, look, word on the street. When you get down there, I want you to lap like a dog when you drink the water. Wait a minute, wait. See, now we're going to try to control which ones Yahweh picked. But you got to understand now, it might be some people in this picking that we don't like. And then there's some people who we want to go to war with, and we say, man, hey, these individuals, this is who I want to be in the trenches with. And Yahweh said, no, don't bring them. Uh-oh. Now we got a problem now. Wait a minute. No, that dude's psychotic. I want him fighting with me. This is the only time, this is a good time to have psychosis. I would like him. What do you mean he not going? He didn't drink right. That's not chosen for this battle. It may be chosen for another battle, but not this one. Go ahead.
Verse 8. So the people took victuals in their hand and their trumpets, and he had sent all the rest of Israel, every man unto his tent, and retained those 300 men. And the host of Midian was beneath him in the valley. And it came to pass that same night that Yahweh said unto him, Arise, get you down unto the host, for I have delivered it into your hand. But if you fear to go down, go with Phurah, that servant, down to the host, and you shall hear what they say, and afterward shall your hands be strengthened to go down unto the host. Then went he down to Phurah, his servant, unto the outside of the armed men that were in the host. And the Midianites and the Amalekites and all the children of the east lay along in the valley like grasshoppers for multitude, and their camels were without number, and the sands by the seaside for multitude.
All right, now this looks like Yahweh has made a bad decision. And the Midianites and the Amalekites and all the children of the east lay along in the valley like grasshoppers for multitude. But you cut down our numbers? You told us to send less people? Look at all these people we got to fight. So this might come from the spirit, but it just don't make good sense. Here's that thing where we try to logically make sense out of the spirit's movement. You know, it's a reason it says the things of the spirit are not easily discerned. For you hear the sound of the wind thereof, but know not from whence it came or where it's going. So is everyone that is led of the Spirit. They don't really make sense to you. And when nations look at a situation like this, they say, this just don't make good sense. Go ahead.
That's it. Verse, keep going. 13.
You know what? Let's go to Isaiah chapter 6. You know, it's easy for us to say that, especially before we get into a battle or the thick of a battle, that we're going to do this. We're going to fight. We're going to do this. We're going to stand up for the word. Cephas said the same thing. All these people may leave you, but not me. Not me. I'm your man, 50 grand. I'm trying to tell you. I'm down like 4 flat tires. He said, you're going to deny me 3 times. I guarantee you're going to forsake me just like this. Nuh-uh. Not me. You don't know me. When the heat of that battle show up, it feel a little different when you're in it. You know, it look one way on Instagram. That battle is clean and sanitized on Instagram. That ain't how it go in real life. When you get to feel your heart going faster, feel like it's about to come out your chest. Sometimes that's enough for people to say, you know what? You know what? You know we about to do something when we start off that sentence. You know what?
Yes, sir. Come on. Yes, sir.
Some this abrupt change is about to happen. And we say it out of nowhere. Ain't nobody even talking to us. Everybody quiet. You know what? Oh, here we go. What we know, bro. Tell me what we know. Go ahead, bro. Isaiah 6 started at verse 1.
In the year of King Uzziah died I, saw also the Adonai sitting upon a throne, high and lifted up, and his train filled the temple. Above it stood the seraphims. Each one had 6 wings. With 2 he covered his face, and with 2 he covered his feet, and with 2 he did fly. And one cried unto another, and said, Holy, holy, holy is Yahweh of hosts. The whole earth is full of his glory. And the post of the door moved at the voice of him that cried, and the house was filled with smoke. Then said I, Woe is me, for I am undone, because I am a man of unclean lips, and I dwell in the midst of a people of unclean lips. For my eyes have seen the King, Yahweh of hosts. Then flew one of the seraphims unto me, having a live coal in his hand, which he had taken with the tongs from off the altar. And he laid it upon my mouth, and said, Lo, this has touched my lips, and your iniquity and your lawlessness is taken away, and your sins purged. Also I heard the voice of the Adonai, saying, Whom shall I send, and who will go for us? Then said I, Here am I, send me.
Here am I, send me. It says, Whom shall I send, and who will go for us? He already know he's sending you. He done put the live coal from the altar on your mouth. It didn't burn your lips off, did it? Then when he asked the question, whom shall I send? The question's rhetorical. It don't matter if you answer. You know what? Send me. You were going anyway. Go ahead, Briggs.
And he said, Go and tell this people, Hear you indeed, but understand not, and see you indeed, but perceive not. Make the heart of this people fat, and make their ears heavy, and shut their eyes, lest they see with their eyes, and hear with their ears, and understand with their heart, and convert, and be healed.
Now, understand now, all your enemies know these scriptures. So your enemies are doing everything that they can to make sure that your ear is heavy and that your eye does not see. So the best way to do that is to present other things for you to look at. Why make you physically blind when all I got to do is give you more to look at and you stop looking at what you're supposed to be looking at? Why make you physically deaf? Just give you something of death to hear. So all you hear is death. Not deaf, death. So now we seek out listening to death. Now our ears are dead to life. So when life is spoken unto us, we don't even hear it. It's like not seeing, being out everywhere and not seeing a certain vehicle. Then you get one and you see the vehicle everywhere. What happened? Your eyes are now sensitive to that particular vehicle. They didn't just sell 50,000 of them the night after you bought yours. Your eyes were not in tune to it before. You had no connection to it. So the adversary wants you to have no connection to this word. So even when you hear it, you won't hear it. Go ahead.
Verse 11. Then said I, Adonai, how long? And he answered, Until the cities be waste without inhabitant, and the houses without man, and the land be utterly desolate. And Yahweh have removed men far away, and be a great forsaking in the midst of the land. But yet in it shall be a tenth, and it shall return, and shall be eaten, as the teil tree, and as an oak. whose substance is in them. When they cast their leaves, so the holy seed shall be, the substance thereof.
All right. Let's go to 2 Kings chapter 6. See, the nations want to take away all hope. They want to give you the hope that they want you to have. Second Kings chapter 6. Let's start that at verse 1.
And the sons of the prophets says unto Elisha, Behold now, the place where we dwell with you is too strait for us. Let us go, we pray you, unto Jordan, and take you every man a beam, and let us make us a place there.
Jump to verse 8.
Then the king of Syria warred against Israel, and took counsel with his servants, saying, In such and such a place shall be my camp. The man of Elohim sent unto the kings of Israel, saying, Beware, beware that you shall pass not such a place, for thither the Syrians are come down. And the king of Israel sent to the place where the man of Elohim told him, and warned him of, and saved himself there, not once nor twice. Therefore the heart of the king of Syria was sore troubled for this thing. And he called his servants, and said unto them, Will you not show me which of us is the king of Israel? And one of his servants said, None, my master, O king, but Elisha, the prophet that is in Israel. Tell the king of Israel the words that you speak in your bedchamber.
Mm-hmm.
And he said, Go and spy where he is, that I might send and fetch him. And it was told to him, saying, Behold, he is in Dothan. Therefore sent he thither horses and chariots and great host. And they came by night and compassed the city about. And when the servant of the man of Elohim has risen early, he gone forth. Behold, an host compassed the city both with horses and chariots. And his servant said unto him, Alas, my master, how shall we do?
So at this point, the servant is afraid. He has witnessed now that the city is surrounded with soldiers. Go ahead.
And he answered, Fear not, for they that be with us are more than they that be with them.
Now he said, now surely this man got some eyeball problems. This man got eyesight issues, because I'm counting what we got in here, and then I'm looking at what's standing out there, and I'm telling you we in trouble. Alas, my master, how shall we do? Go ahead.
And Elisha prayed and said, Yahweh, I pray you, open his eyes that he may see. And Yahweh opened the eyes of the young man, and he saw. And behold, the mountain was full of horses and chariots of fire round about Elisha.
Right. They might have had horses and chariots of men, but what Yahweh has for his family is horses and chariots of fire. But only certain people see those. Mm-hmm. See, when Yahweh sent the other people home, he had some other people in that army. He said, I don't need but 300 of y'all. Now, how 300 of us going to do the job? I got a little buddy in them in there. Little buddy in them going to take care of the business. Don't you worry about that. Little buddy in them. Little buddy in there. Don't worry. You can't see little buddy. Don't worry about it. So while they bring their army, Yahweh brought his too. But to have access to his, you're going to have your heart right. See, he don't send little buddy in them to go fight anything. This is why we were warned. Be careful. I'm going to send an angel to lead you in the way, but don't you provoke him. See, we do things that will provoke the angel. So you turn around and your help kill you. Let's go to Judges chapter 4. See, our help has strict instructions. And they don't have emotion to lead them out of it. So they don't even really understand us. It's why they said, what is man that you're so mindful of him? I mean, he don't do nothing you say. You tell him something, and then he got emotion about everything. Sit here, but I don't want to sit there. The angels say, what is wrong with this? Why would you even make this? I've seen you make all these great things. Look at the great things that your hands have made, Yahweh. And this thing is supposed to be made after your image. This thing right here. This thing don't do nothing you say do. Why do you even care about it? And what are these emotions that it has? What is that? The angel is looking at you strange. What is this? They don't understand stop. They don't understand go. Go ahead.
Judges chapter 4, verse 1. And the children of Israel again did evil in the sight of Yahweh when Ehud was dead. And Yahweh sold them into the hand of Jabin, king of Canaan, that reigned in Hazor, the captain of whose host was Sisera, which dwelt in Haroset of the Gentiles.
Now, it says, and the children of Israel again did evil in the sight of Yahweh when Ehud was dead. After a Savior was raised, Israel has a tendency to do right as long as the Savior, the individual, as long as there's a representative of Yahweh physically present, we walk. As soon as that physical representative of Yahweh is out of the picture, we go right back to our old ways. And this happened again and again, over and over again and again. But what happens, we see that each time he says, and Yahweh sold them into the hand of Jabin, king of Canaan. So the children of Israel, the true children of Israel, have nothing but slavery in their history. Which is the one thing we cannot find about the inhabitants sitting in the land right now. It's not a situation of just the Egyptian captivity. No. The children of Israel have constantly been captives. Because he said point blank, either you going to serve me or you going to serve your enemies in your enemy's land. But yet the entire earth has welcomed a people that we can't see the proof of one slavery. Matter of fact, come on, let's be honest now. From sun up to sundown before sunscreen. Come on now. Come on, I'm gonna need y'all to stop playing with me. I'm gonna need y'all to stop playing with me now. Come on now, come on, stop, don't play with me. Don't play with me. Who did that? Why is saying Songs of Solomon, I have my mother's children were angry with me and forced me to keep the vineyard. And she said, I'm black but calmly because the sun has looked upon me. She done been in the sun so much, she done got blacker. I said, come on, tell me where somebody worked sun up to sundown before the days of sunscreen.
Come on with it. Take your time.
Slavery is the connection. Now I understand why they didn't want you to talk about it. They gave us shame in our own history so that we wouldn't keep talking about it and eventually make the connection. Because see, it's normally two different groups. You have the ecclesiastical group of us. Then you have the groups of us who are historical. They were always worried about those two groups getting together. Because the ecclesiastical individuals will say, wait a minute, that slavery that you keep talking about, You know, I've been reading and I keep running into captivity over and over and over. There might be a connection. Now, the person who studies history don't care nothing about this book, but they hold some information that's key for you to understand who you are. So they want to make sure that those people stay away from each other. Go ahead.
Verse 3, and the children of Israel cried unto Yahweh, for he had 900 chariots of iron. In 20 years he mightily oppressed the children of Israel. And Deborah, a prophetess, the wife of Lapado, she judged Israel at that time.
Now, why does Yahweh even allow a woman to be the judge of Israel during this time? You have to ask yourself, what kind of time is this? What kind of time is this that Yahweh, and we're not even talking about modern day times. What was going on that he allowed a woman to be the judge of Israel? Go ahead.
And she dwelt under the palm tree of Deborah between Ramah and Bethel in the Mount Ephraim. And the children of Israel came up to her for judgment.
The children of Israel came up to her for judgment. This is unheard of. Go ahead.
And she sent and called Barak, the son of Abnoam, out of Kadesh Naphtali, and said unto him, Has not Yahweh Elohim of Israel commanded, saying, Go and draw towards Mount Tabor, and take with you 10,000 men of the children of Naphtali, and of the children of Zebulun?
Now wait a minute. And she sent and called Barak, the son of Abinoam, out of Kadesh Naphtali, and said unto him, Have not Yahweh Elohim of Israel commanded? Wait a minute. So he done already said something to you, but you ain't moved. So the woman got to go get him. Go ahead.
And I will draw unto you to the river Kishon Sisera, the captain of Jabin's army, with his chariots and his multitude, and will deliver him into your hand.
Now, have not Yahweh commanded you? Didn't you already get instructions? Why I gotta come to you? And your Elohim already gave you instruction. Go ahead.
And Barak said unto her, If you will go with me, then I will go.
Here go us right now to this day. I go, you go. What the hell, man?
That's a woman too.
The woman said, wait a minute, didn't you receive instruction? Why I got to call you? Didn't you receive instruction? I go, you go, baby. Here we go right now. You have to wonder why he said in this book, it's going to be the house of Dawid and their wives apart, house of Jonathan and their wives apart. Wait a minute. You ain't gonna have nobody sit there and hold your hand. Honey Boo Boo ain't gonna be on this mission right here. Honey Boo Boo gonna be over there. You gonna be over there. I'll go if you go. See, that sometimes we're saying something and we don't know what we're saying. What he's saying is, I don't really trust you like that, Yahweh. I don't really trust you. Yeah, I heard you when you called me. I heard the instruction. But I don't trust you like that. I need to make sure she agree before I move. I don't really trust you like that. I know you, the Elohim of heaven and earth and all that in them is, and you made the mountains and you made the sea, but I need to see if my lady agree. Read.
But if you will not go with me, then I will not go. And she said, I will surely
If you
go.
don't go with me, I ain't going. Why you think some people won't come to church? If you won't go with me, I ain't gonna go. You know what I meant? You remember when we had the sanctuary and there were women on one side and men on the other? First of all, before that, everybody sat together. Oh man, it was man, honey, boo boo, man, honey, boo boo. When we separated and said women on one side, but you know how some people got so pissed off? They were like, I got to look all the way over there to see her. Every scripture. I said, damn, man, I don't think she's going to change from Genesis to Deuteronomy. Damn, man, I think she's going to look the same from Genesis to Deuteronomy. I don't think Deuteronomy changed her that much. Then, the further we get to becoming what the word has set up, oh man, people say, oh no, that's too much separation. I don't get to see her for a whole 2 hours. Right. So then what they say, I go to church if you go. Right. Okay. Go ahead.
Verse 9. And she said, I will surely go with you, notwithstanding the journey that you take shall not be for your honor.
As it is to this day. I go with you, but you ain't going to get the honor. You need her to go with you, and she'll go with you, but you are not going to get the honor that you're supposed to get. Go ahead.
For Yahweh shall sell Sisera into the hand of a woman. And Deborah arose and went with Barak to Kadesh.
All right, I go with you. But since you need a woman to go, that's who he going to deliver this battle to. That is who is going to get the glory and honor that you're supposed to get. But you won't get it because you need her to be present for you to move. Now, when we examine this situation of Barak had a weak spirit. And the original warning to get away from weak-spirited people still applies. If your brother is fearful, if he is weak and fearful in heart, his fearful heart will cause you to be weak and fearful. So we must be careful what environment we spend our time in. If those individuals are weak, fearful, and deceptive, you have invited that type of spirit among yourselves and are now in jeopardy of being overcome by it. Even when the people who shared the spirit with you are no longer around. People leave, spirits don't. Let's go to Revelation chapter 21. I want to read something right there. Read verse 8 for me.
But the fearful and unbelieving, and the abominable, and the murderers.
Wait a minute, wait. So the fearful and unbelieving are clumped up with the abominable and the murderers. Mm-hmm. Keep going.
And whoremongers.
With the whoremongers.
And sorcerers.
And sorcerers.
And idolaters.
And idolaters.
And all liars.
All liars. Now see, we don't like that one. Cause see, let me tell you something. We'll lie like a Persian rug. Oh yeah, we become Lion King. Let something happen. Some of us lie so much we need to name the kid Simba. Cause we definitely the damn Lion King. Soon as something happen, our first defense, lie. Just lie. Why? We done picked up all of these things from the daughter of Babylon. And we don't even understand. Some people got to lie. They got to lie before they even walk out their door. They already told 2-3 lies. Damn, you had your third lie before noon? You ain't even had lunch yet. But see, we have a problem of trying to live our culture inside of somebody else's culture, and to do that because we don't want to stand up and we fearful, then we lie. Okay, let's go to Isaiah chapter 51. And what do you think lying is all about? You're afraid. You lying because you're afraid. The fearful gonna be in the lake of fire with the abominable whoremongers and sorcerers. Why are you lying? Because you are afraid. So then guess what? You two people in this scenario. You think you got one problem. No, you both of them. You lying because you're scared. Well, wait a minute. You in hell twice. But the fearful and unbelieving, then it says, all liars shall have their part in the lake which burn with fire and brimstone. So you got two of them in there. So if you take away the fear, then you can take away the lying. Isaiah chapter 51, and let's start it at verse 1.
Hearken to me, you that follow after righteousness, you that seek Yahweh. Look up unto the rock whence you are hewn, and to the hole of the pit whence you were digged. Look unto Abraham your father, and unto Sarah that bare you. For I called him alone, and blessed him, and increased him. For Yahweh shall comfort Zion. He will comfort all her waste places, and he will make her wilderness like Eden, and her desert like the garden of Yahweh.
Wait a minute. He will make her wilderness like Eden. A place of perfection. Go ahead.
Joy and gladness shall be found therein, thanksgiving, and the voice of melody. Hearken unto me, my people, and give ear unto me, O my nation. For a law shall proceed from me, and I will make my judgment to rest for a light of the people. My righteousness is near, my salvation is gone forward. My arms shall judge the people. The owls shall wait upon me, and on my arm shall they trust. Lift up your eyes to the heavens, and look upon the earth beneath. For the heavens shall vanish away like smoke, and the earth shall wax old like garment. And they shall dwell therein, and they that dwell therein shall die in like manner. But my salvation shall be forever, and my righteousness shall not be abolished. Hearken unto me, you that know righteousness, the people in whose heart is my law. Fear not the reproach of men, neither be afraid of their revilings.
The people in whose heart is my law. See, if the law is in your heart, I don't need a fringe all over my body. I don't need fringes on my ears so that I hear the law. I don't need fringes on my eyes so I see the law. I don't need fringes on every part of my garment. Because the law is in my heart. If it's in your heart, then you think about it. If it's in your heart, then it's helping you in situation and circumstance. It's not like you're not going to get angry. But at some point, the law comes into your spirit and say, okay, wait a minute. I can't go all the way out like I would have in times past. But I do declare, if you need a fringe to help you do that, then go ahead and put them on. Go ahead and get you them little fringe shirts. Go ahead.
For the moth shall eat them up like a garment, and the worm shall eat them like wool. But my righteousness shall be forever, and my salvation from generation to generation. Awake, awake, put on strength, O arms of Yah. Awake, as in the ancient days, in the generation of old. Are you not in that has cut Rahab and wounded the dragon? Are you not in which has dried the sea, the waters of the great deep, that has made the depths of the sea a way for the ransom to pass over? Therefore the redeemed of Yah shall return, and come with singing unto Zion, and everlasting joy shall be upon their head. they shall obtain gladness and joy, and sorrow and mourning shall flee away. I, even I, am he that comfort you. Who are you, that you should be afraid of a man that shall die, and of the Son of Man, which shall be as grass?
I, even I, am he that comforts you. Who are you, that you should be afraid of a man that shall die, and of the Son of Man, which shall be made as grass, and forgets Yahweh your Maker, that have stretched forth the heavens and laid the foundation of the earth, and has feared continually every day because of the fury of the oppressor, as if he were ready to destroy? Who are you that you should be afraid of a man? Don't you know you serve the Elohim that made the earth and everything that's in it? Go ahead, Bree.
And where is the fury of the oppressor? Verse 14. The captive exile hastened that he may be loosed, and that he should not die in the pit, nor that his bread should fail. But I, Yahweh your Elohim, that divided the sea, whose waves roared, Yahweh of hosts is his name. And I have put my words in your mouth, and I have covered you in the shadow of my hand, that I may plant the heavens and lay the foundations of the earth, and say unto Zion, you are my people.
You are my people. These are the words that the nations do not want you to hear. They don't want you to find out that you are his people. The nations know who you are. They know because of the punishment that Yahweh has placed upon you. They knew that they were going to prevail during all those times of slavery. They knew it. But they also knew that the time had an end. And even when somebody knows that something is over, that don't mean they're willing to give it up. Matter of fact, they've gotten more accustomed to it. You can tell somebody, look now, I got to go out of town. Now, I'm going to loan you my chariot for 1 week. Now, I'm going to be back next Friday. I need my chariot back. Come Friday, ain't nobody answering your call. And you call and well, what, is this thing working? You call the phone company and say, look, is my service working? This is, yes, sir. Your service is working. Well, how about check this number right here? Is their service working? Yes, sir, their service is working. They've been answering calls all day. But wait a minute. You said they've been answering calls all day? Yes. Now, none from this number, though. But I told him when I was coming back, and I told him I was going to need my chariot. No, but see, they done got accustomed to your chariot. They said the way it hugging these curves. I wasn't a speed man until I drove your car. And now, the way I drive in these curves is absolutely remarkable. I don't want to go back to that Bonneville. I don't want to get in it. I like this one. Okay. Go ahead.
Verse 17. Awake, awake, stand up, O Jerusalem, which has drunk at the hand of Yahweh the cup of his fury. You has drunken the dregs of the cup of the trembling, and wrung them out. There is none to guide her among all the sons whom she had brought forth, neither is there any that takes her by the hand of all the sons that she has brought up. These two things are come unto you. Who shall be sorry for you? Desolation and destruction, and the famine and the sword. By whom shall I comfort you? Your sons have fainted. They lie at the head of all the streets, as a wild bull in the net. They are full of fury of Yahweh, the rebuke of your Elohim. Therefore, hear now this, you afflicted and drunken, but not with wine.
Right. Our doctrine got us drunk. The ways of the daughter of Babylon has us drunken. We stagger in it. We fall. We vomit it out. And then go and get some more. Go ahead.
Thus said Yah, and your Elohim, that please the cause of his people.
Mm-hmm.
Behold, I have taken out of your hand the cup of trembling, even the dregs of the cup of my fury. You shall no more drink it again, but I will put it into the hand of them that afflict you, which ye have said to your soul, bow down, that we may go over. And you have laid your body as the ground and as the streets to them that went over.
Right. This is why the nations don't want us to be here. They rather us go, first of all, to church on Sunday morning and hear about prosperity. They want you to talk about money. Every Sunday, money. You getting richer, but your spirit ain't growing. You singing songs, but they not actually going into your spirit. They make you feel good though, but you're not getting any closer to your Elohim. They like you like that. Matter of fact, they help us be like that. We thinking that all these congregations that own all of these things, you think they buying all of that themselves? No. No, they get government grants. Say, look here, if you misteach the people, I'll make you rich. They building subdivisions, they building all kind of buildings. They don't have to come up with that money. That money is given to them. All they got to do is stay out of certain parts of this book. That's all they got to do. Let's go to Matthew chapter 8. Matthew chapter 8, and let's start that at verse 18.
Now when Yahshua saw great multitudes about him, he gave commandment to depart unto the other side. And a certain scribe came and said unto him, Master, I will follow you whithersoever you go. And Yahshua said unto him, The foxes have holes, and the birds of the air have nests. But the Son of Man has not where to lay his head.
Yeah, but all we hear about prosperity. The Son of Man don't have nowhere to lay his head, but all we hear about is prosperity. Now, what is wrong with this? Ain't this New Testament?
Yep.
Then how are we hearing every message about tithing? Lock the doors. Lock the doors. Lock those doors. Okay. And we don't think nothing wrong with it. Go ahead.
And another of his disciples said unto him, Adonai, suffer me first to go and bury my father. And Yahshua said unto him, Follow me, and let the dead bury the dead.
Go ahead and say it. Say it if you want to. Go ahead. You bad, Cletus. Come on, Cletus. Go ahead and say it. Let the dead bury their dead. You come follow me. Oh, no. You finna get a lashing. You finna get a real tongue lashing. Look here. Yahshua said, we got business that we need to take care of. He said, but let me go bury my daddy. Hey, look here, you let the dead bury their dead. Your daddy got other kids. What? What? Yeah, they just as dead as your daddy. Come over here and follow this right here. We got business to tend to. Oh, you in trouble, Jack. Say it if you want to. Go ahead. And see, you got to understand how deep it is to follow Yahweh. You got to understand what that means to get behind that plow. You don't just leave that plow for any old reason. Okay. We'll leave the plow running just because the wind blew. We go in the backyard, the plow plowing it damn self. What's going on here? Well, you know, something had happened, and I needed to do such and such. Oh, okay, so you left the plow. So you was on the plow, and because something came up, Why do you think they even had in the New Testament, if a man's going to be a bishop, let him be the husband of one wife? Because most of them worship their damn women anyway. Soon as the woman needs something, you're going to leave the plow running. What you say? I had thought you had called at me. Plow done went clear across the field. Yeah, wait a minute, that was good stuff you just cut out. Yeah, but I had thought she called at me. I'm sorry. Free.
Verse 23. And when he was entered into a ship, his disciples followed him. And behold, there arose a great tempest in the sea, and so much that the ship was covered with the waves. But he was asleep. And his disciples came to him and awoke him, saying, Adonai, save us, we perish. And he said unto them, Why are you fearful, O you of little faith?
Why are you fearful, O you of little faith? But Yahweh and Yahshua is always taking advantage of a teaching opportunity. He is never not teaching. You may think you hanging out with Yahshua and you got your tall cup of ale. You say, hey, we just kicking it. He teaching. You go ahead and finish your ale. But he teaching. And he going to use the ale to teach you. Why don't you get another cup? Go ahead, Brent.
And he was doing it while he was asleep. He teaching in his sleep.
Hey, bro, he does not miss a teaching opportunity. This is the very reason my kids hate to tell me stuff right now. Oh, God, here he go. Why y'all just didn't tell Mama? She wasn't going to teach us nothing. She was just going to be supportive. Daddy got to teach first and be supportive later. Go ahead, bro.
Then he arose and rebuked the winds and the sea, and there was a great calm. But the men marveled, saying, What manner of man is this, that even the winds and the sea obey him?
What manner of man is this? All right, let's go to Matthew chapter 10. Now, you have to understand, now, we didn't just get all of this fear for no reason now. But Yahweh gives you things for a time, and then when it's time to shed it, it's got to go. Matthew chapter 10, and let's start at verse 16.
Behold, I send you forth as sheep in the midst of wolves. Be you therefore wise as serpents, and harmless as doves. But be aware of men, for they will deliver you up to the councils, and they will scourge you in their synagogues. And you shall be brought before governors and kings for my sake, for a testimony against them and the Gentiles.
So consider the dynamic of what's happening during Yahshua's time. You have authentic children of Israel and Gentiles merged in who have become proselytes, but are taking over the processes. When you deal with who Herod was, when you deal with this Jew-like situation, you have to understand that Yahshua is standing in the midst of this situation. It was called Herod's temple. How dare you put your name on my God's building? Why is it called yours? So some of the things that we encounter, Yahshua don't just understand it. He went through it. And we think that we have this dynamic that nobody understands. He's having to deal with people having authority over his father's house through political means. So the priests are trying to push forward stuff that will please the Gentile ruling authority. What do you think our churches are? What would make a preacher stand up on one video and say he a Jew from the Igbo tribe, and then the next video you see, he hugging a Gentile saying, I'm a Gentile just like you. What happened? He got that call from them Gentiles. And I don't care how rich he is. We think just because somebody rich that means something. When he got that call, all of a sudden, he changed. Let me tell you something. Sometimes money could be the thing that holds you back the most. Because guess what? When you do get a mansion, you're going to need that $30,000 a month to pay that mortgage. And you start counting now how many months I can deal without this now. Wait a minute. You know what? Let me call my cameraman in here. Let me call my cameraman. Oh, okay. Right. Teach no more in this name. Threaten them that they teach more. Is that not what the word say? Mm-hmm. All right. So he went back and he changed that. But you know, that ain't the video that's going viral. Everybody want to know what he did at Puffy, what he did at P. Diddy House. You need to be asking what he did at the house that's supposed to be named after your God. How you changed from being a Jew to being back to a Gentile. That ain't the viral video. Everybody want to know what happened at Puffy House. Damn it, we know what happened at Puffy House. Mm-hmm. We know what happened at Puffy House. Go ahead, Pri.
Verse 19. But when they deliver you up, take no thought how or what you shall speak, for it shall be given you in that same hour what you shall speak. For it is not you that speaks, but the Spirit of your Father that speaks in you. And the brother shall deliver up the brother to death, and the father the child, and the children shall rise up against their parents, and cause them to be put to death. Mm-hmm. And you shall be hated of all men for my name's sake. But he that endures to the end shall be saved. Mm-hmm. But when they persecute you in this city, flee you into another. For verily I say unto you, you shall not have gone over the cities of Israel till the Son of Man be come. The disciple is not above his master, nor the servant above his master. It is enough for the disciple that he be as his master, and the servant as his master. If they have called the master of the house of Beelzebub, how much more shall they call them of his household?
Right. They said we was in a cult because we used the name of Yahweh and Yahshua. So now I had to ask you, where all these Christian cults doing? All of a sudden now y'all know Yahweh and Yahshua name? Now wait a minute, we were called all kind of dirty names. How is it that all of a sudden now they know his name, but now they don't get called a cult? I'm seeing them in outfits that look just like what I got on now. How are you not in a cult when you use the same name I use and now you wear the same clothes that I've been wearing for 20 years? Tell me, how does that work? Okay. Go ahead.
Verse 26. Fear them not therefore, for there is nothing covered that shall not be revealed, and hid that shall not be known.
He gonna take care of that business. He is going to take care of that business. He know who his day ones are. He know the difference between them folk that act like they ain't know his name. It's one thing from people who didn't know, but see, they watched us build a vineyard. They watched us take the stones there out. They watched us build up the wall. They watched us clean everything in the vineyard and put good plants in it. And they stood there and watched. And once the vineyard got pretty enough that other people started watching, now all of a sudden they jump in the vineyard and act like they've been working. Hey, Yahweh. Go ahead, Brent.
What I tell you in darkness, that speak you in light. And what you hear in the ear, that preach you upon the housetop. And fear not them which kill the body, but are not able to kill the soul.
How many other things you done that was dangerous? Why you scared now? You should have been scared to go to Keisha's house. You know how many people went to Keisha's house before you went to Keisha's house? You wasn't scared then. Don't tell me how scared you is now. I'm afraid. Right. Go ahead, Brady.
But rather fear him which is able to destroy both soul and body in the grave. Are not 2 sparrows sold for a farthing, and one of them shall not fall on the ground without your Father? But the very hairs of your head are all numbered. Fear you not, therefore, you are more valuable than many sparrows. Whosoever therefore shall confess me before men, him will I confess also before my Father which is in heaven. But whosoever shall deny me before men, him will I also deny before my Father which is in heaven.
All right. Let's go to Leviticus chapter 26, because we need to understand that this fear was prescribed to us. This was a prescription. Leviticus 26, and let's start at verse 1.
You shall make you no idols nor graven image, neither rear you up a standing image, neither shall you set up any image of stone in your land, to bow down unto it, for I am Yahweh your Elohim. You shall keep my Sabbaths, and reverence my sanctuary. I am Yahweh. If you walk in my statutes and keep my commandments and do them.
Right, but check this out. Instead of preaching the commandments, what our people do is preach tithing. So we pass all of the laws of clean and unclean. We pass all of the laws of dietary, of social justice, of keeping the Sabbath. All of that is set to the side so they can discuss the law of tithing. Is tithing a law? Yes. But how many other laws you had to pass to get to that one? Oh, okay. Go ahead.
Then I will give you rain in due season, and the land shall yield her increase, and the trees of the field shall yield their fruit, and your threshing shall reach unto the vintage, and the vintage shall reach unto the sowing time, and you shall eat the bread to the full, and dwell in your land safely. And I will give peace in the land, and you shall lie down, and none shall make you afraid. And I will rid evil beasts out of the land, neither shall a sword go through your land. And you shall chase your enemies, and they shall fall before you by the sword. And 5 of you shall chase 100, and 100 of you shall put 10,000 to flight.
So wait a minute, wait. So we don't need all them people like that then?
No.
Oh, okay. All right, wait a minute. He said, well, we got to cut the fat. See, sometimes you look at a big piece of meat, and they said, man, that's a heavy piece of meat. Yeah, but that fat got some weight on it. Trim that fat. Cause you got me paying for stuff. Yeah, I pay for the meat portion, but I ain't gonna pay for that fat. I'm gonna need you to trim that fat. Yahweh say you trimming the fat. He said, no. What I need all these people when 5 of y'all gonna chase 100? You don't know what you're made of. Go ahead.
And your enemies shall fall before you by the sword. For I will have respect unto you, and make you fruitful, and multiply you, and establish my covenant with you. And you shall eat old store, and bring forth the old because of the new. And I will set my tabernacle among you, and my soul shall not abhor you. And I will walk among you, and will be your El, and you shall be my people.
If he walks among us, we're going to have to carry ourselves a certain way. He can't walk among you and you walking in an old kind of way. His essence is going to destroy you if he walks among you and you walking in the old kind of way. Him walking among you sounds like a wonderful thing until you realize that power is consuming. It says it's a consuming fire. You can't have fire around you if you wood, hay, and stubble. Go ahead.
Verse 13. I am Yahweh your El, which brought you forth out of the land of Egypt, that you should not be their bondmen, and I have broken the bands of your yoke, and made you go upright.
Right. See, we already owe Yahweh a debt right off the rip. He said, all right now, this is the beginning of the relationship. Everybody remembers the beginning of a relationship. Folk act like they don't want to, remember what they were doing and what they was off into when you found them. See, they get brand new after a little while. They think they always had a Gucci purse. No, the hell you didn't. You know what I'm saying? I found you with them hush puppies on. You know what I'm talking about? Don't act like you always been here. See, when I found you, you had on them Keds, those pro Keds.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That I ain't gonna say what they called them. Y'all know what they called them. There was a word for them, what they called them. But that what you had on when I found you. See, I put them huaraches on you. See, you can't even spell huarache. I put them huaraches on you. See, we forget and think we was always that way. Yahweh had to show us. You thought you was always that way. You forgot that you was in the gutter when I found you. You forgot all that dirt that you were doing when I found you. Now you act like you was always this. Be careful, at least he remind us how he found us. Go ahead.
Verse 14, but if you will not hearken unto me, and will not do all these commandments, and if you shall despise my statute, or if your soul abhor my judgments, so that you will not do all my commandments, but that you break my covenant, I will also do this unto you. I will even appoint over you terror, consumption, and the burning ague, that shall consume the eyes, and cause sorrow of the heart. And you shall sow your seed in vain, for your enemies shall eat it.
We do all the work, and somebody else benefit from the labor. If they can pay you $20 an hour, they making $200 to $300 an hour. They're not giving you no money. We happy? Man, I'm making such and such. Yeah, well, you made them thousands. Because they ain't in the business of giving away no money. If they ain't making, they not spending. They'll come and just say, you know what, we decided to just get rid of this whole department. The funds are not there. This year I only got one Ferrari. I said, I can't live like this. I can't live like this. Wow. Hey, go ahead, Bruce.
Verse 17, and I will set my face against you, and you shall be slain before your enemies. They that hate you shall reign over you, and you shall flee when none pursues you. And if you will not yet for all this hearken unto me, then I will punish you 7 times more for your sins. And I will break the pride of your power, and I will make your heaven as iron, and your earth as brass. And your strength shall be spent in vain. For your land shall not yield her increase, neither shall the trees of the land yield their fruits. And if you walk contrary unto me, and will not hearken unto me, I will bring 7 times more plagues upon you according to your sins.
I will bring 7 times more plagues upon you according to your sins. Now jump to verse 33.
And I will scatter you among the heathen.
Right. So from Genesis to Revelation, this book constantly speaks of us. Yet we have imposters bragging about how long they have been in the land, how they know the culture, how they can speak the language, so much that now we get jealous of the adversary. So we run out thinking that it'll make us more Hebrew if we learn the language. I can teach a monkey to grab apples. What the hell that mean? You don't walk in the spirit of this, I don't give a damn what you learn secularly. He already said he's going to deal with a remnant. And if you think you can do it by your own physical means, I'm telling you, you're halfway lost already. Go ahead.
I will scatter you among the heathen, and will draw out a sword after you. And your land shall be desolate, and your cities waste. Then shall the land enjoy her Sabbaths, as long as it lies desolate, and you be in your enemy's land. even then shall the land rest and enjoy her Sabbaths. As long as it lies desolate, it shall rest, because it did not rest in your Sabbaths when you dwelt upon it.
Your Sabbaths were not restful when you had the land. So he said, I know how to make it rest. I'm going to get you out of it. When you know this and you understand this, your push to make sure there is order is different. This is why everybody don't like the disciplinarian in the house. See, when the man at the gate said, if you lodge about this wall one more time, close to the Sabbath, I'm going to lay hands on you. You don't think people were walking around singing his name, do you? But he brought forth order in the city, which bring forth peace without Elohim. So when the man goes home and says, this is the way this is going to be, everybody don't like him at that moment. But if he keeps the wrath of Yahweh away from his family, then he has done his job. Go ahead, pray.
Verse 36, and upon them that are left alive of you, I will send a faintness into their hearts in the lands of their enemies. And the sound of a shaking leaf shall chase them.
A sound of a shaking leaf. All we got to hear is shh. And we done took off running. Wait a minute. That was given unto us. Wait a minute. This is the beginning parts of the curses. He put that fear in us in our enemy's land. So the same one that put it in got to be the same one to take it out. So these things, you know, we need to understand that this fear is not just in us for no reason. Oh, no. He did it, and then the nations fed it. They showed us things to make sure that we would be enveloped in fear. Go ahead, brother. You finish that?
And they shall flee as fleeing from a sword, and they shall fall when none pursues.
When none pursues. Let's go to 2 Corinthians chapter 10. So this fear has been in us deep.
Second Corinthians chapter 10, verse 1. Now I, Saul, myself beseech you by the meekness and gentleness of the Mashiach, who in presence am based among you, but being absent I am bold toward you. But I beseech you that I may not be bold when I am present with that confidence, wherewith I think to be bold against some, which think of us as we walk according to the flesh. For though we walk in the flesh, we do not war after the flesh. For the weapons of our warfare are not carnal, but mighty through Elohim to pull down of strongholds.
Right. See, we got strongholds in us, things that have been strongly holding us, that we have to let Yahweh slowly chip away. And what happens is sometimes we walk around with a defeated spirit because we try to knock down a stronghold all at once. We like to say everything is past tense. You know, I used to hang out in them streets. Knuckle, you was in the street 2 days ago. The hell you talking about used to? We got to make everything past tense like it's over. You got to understand a stronghold don't die at 2 o'clock on Tuesday. No, you're going to have to work for that. Go ahead.
Verse 5, casting down imaginations and every high thing that exalts itself against the knowledge of Elohim, and bringing into captivity every thought to the obedience of the Mashiach, and having in a readiness to revenge all disobedience, when your obedience is fulfilled. Do you look on things after the outward appearance? If any man trusts to himself that he is the Mashiach, let him of himself think this again, that as he is the Mashiach, even so are we the Mashiachs. For though I should boast somewhat more of our authority, which the Messiah has given us for edification, and not for your destruction, I should not be ashamed.
Right. For the Israelites have authority over the Gentiles. That means the Israelites have authority over the people who call themselves Christians. They don't want you to read that. They don't want you to read that Saul says, for I also am an Israelite, and then talks about all the authority that was given unto Israel in Romans 9. They don't want you to know that. They don't want you to know that that's talking about you. Go ahead.
Verse 9, that I may not seem as if I would terrify you by letters. For his letters say that they are weighty and powerful, but his bodily presence is weak, and his speech contemptible. Let such a one think this, that such as we are in the word by letters when we are absent, such will we be also indeed when we are present. For we dare not make ourselves of the number, or compare ourselves with some that commend themselves, but they measuring themselves by themselves, and comparing themselves among themselves, are not wise.
You can always look good if you just find somebody lesser than you. Always, you always, you know. I mean, I ain't like that. I mean, I'm glad I ain't like James and them. Okay. So you just found the worst person in the circle, sat yourself next to them, so then you look good. Go ahead.
But we will not boast of things without our measure, but according to the measure of the rule which Elohim has distributed to us, a measure to reach even unto you. For we stretch not ourselves beyond our measure, as though we reached not unto you. For we are come as far as you also in preaching the gospel of the Messiah, not boasting of things without our measure, that is, of other men's labors, but having hope, when your faith is increased, that we shall be enlarged by you according to our rule abundantly, to preach the gospel in the regions beyond you, and not to boast in another man's lines of things made ready to our hand. But he that glories, let him glory in the Adonai. For not he that commended himself is approved, but whom the Adonai commends.
All right, let's go to 1 Peter chapter 1. First Peter chapter 1, and we're going to read verses 7 through 16.
That the trial of your faith, being much more precious than of gold that perish, though it be tried with fire, might be found unto the praise of honor and glory at the appearing of Yahshua the Messiah.
That the trial of your faith, being much more precious than of gold that perishes, though it be tried with fire, might be found unto praise and honor and glory at the appearing of Yahshua. So by the time Yahshua get here, we better already be purified and polished. Ain't no Yahshua, wait here while I go get some oil. I'll be right back. No, you won't. Go ahead.
Whom having not seen, you love, in whom, though now you see him not yet believing, you rejoice with joy unspeakable and full of glory, receiving the end of your faith, even the salvation of your souls, of which salvation the prophets have inquired and searched diligently, who prophesied of grace that should come unto you, searching what, or what manner of the time of spirit of the Messiah, which was in beforehand the suffering of Yahshua, and the glory that should follow, unto whom it is revealed, that not unto themselves, but unto us they did minister the things, which are now reported unto you by them that have preached the gospel unto you with the Holy Spirit, sent down from heaven, which things angels desire to look into. Wherefore gird up the loins of your mind.
Wherefore gird up the loins of your mind. Wait a minute. He said, when we wear clothes, your loins are supposed to be covered. He said, no. Cover the loins of your mind. You can have your loins covered physically, but your loins ain't covered mentally. Because, see, this is where Lucifer wants to war with you at. Go ahead.
Be sober, and hope to the end for the grace that is to be brought unto you at the revelation of Yahshua the Mashiach. As obedient children, not fashioning yourselves according to the former lust in your ignorance, but as he which has called you is holy, so be you holy in all manners of conversation. Because it is written, be you holy, for I am holy.
For we are representatives of his. We represent him whether we know it or deal with that or not. Go ahead.
That's all.
That was it. Mm-hmm. Let's go to Ephesians chapter 6. Ephesians chapter 6, and we're going to read verses 10 through 20.
Finally, my brothers, be strong in the Adonai and in the power of his might. Put on the whole armor of Elohim, that you may be able to stand against the wiles of the devil.
Uh-huh. And you got to understand now, this armor that you got to put on, it's spiritual armor to be able to stand against the wiles of the adversary, the devil. Go ahead.
For we wrestle not against flesh and blood, but against principalities, against powers.
Right. So you may have a situation with an individual, but that individual is being ruled over by a spirit. We figure out that spirit is what it is. You cast that individual off. But then that spirit just comes back in a new body. You, in turn, still have an individual problem with the old body that spirit inhabited. So you don't even see the devil coming. You still looking at this other person and the spirit over there. Go ahead.
Against the rulers of darkness of this world, against spiritual wickedness in high places. Wherefore, take unto you the whole armor of Elohim, that you may be able to withstand in the evil day, and having done all, to stand. Mm-hmm. Stand therefore, having your loins girded about with truth, and having on the breastplate of righteousness, and your feet shod with the preparation of the gospel of peace. Above all, taking the shield of faith, wherewith you shall be able to quench all the fiery darts of the wicked. Excuse me. And take the helmet of salvation and the sword of the Spirit, which is the word of Elohim.
Right. Now it's interesting which ones he explained. Out of all of those, and take the helmet of salvation and the sword of the Spirit, which is the word of Elohim. All right, make sure you understand that. Go ahead.
Praying always with the prayer and supplication in the Spirit, and watching thereunto with all perseverance and supplication for all saints. Mm-hmm. And for me, that utterance may be given unto me, that I may open my mouth boldly to make known the mystery of the gospel, for which I am an ambassador in bonds, that therein I may speak boldly as I ought to speak.
For which I am an ambassador in bonds. So I ain't got no choice but to do this work. There comes glory and persecution with the work. But that I may speak boldly as I ought to speak. But that bothers people. Let's go to 1 John chapter 5. Yahshua loves to see when something just grabs somebody and bothers them. When he finds out, oh, that bothers you? Oh, he said more. So, did that upset you? What if I say it again? What if I say it 20 times? You want to leave? The door at the same place it was when you came through it. I promise you we didn't move it. First John chapter 5, let's start at verse 1.
Whosoever believes that Yahshua the Mashiach is born of Elohim, and everyone that loves him that begat love, and everyone that loves him that begat loves him also that he is begotten of him. By this know that we love the children of Elohim, when we love Elohim and keep his commandments.
So that there has to be some substance in that. We can't just go around talking about we love, he is love. All right. So what you keep in there? Go ahead.
By this we know that we love the children of Elohim, when we love Elohim and keep his commandments. For this is the love of Elohim, that we keep his commandments, and his commandments are not grievous. For whatsoever is born of Elohim overcomes the world. And this is the victory that overcomes the world, even our faith. Who is he that overcomes the world, but he that believes in Yahshua, the Son of Elohim? This is he that came by water and blood, even Yahshua the Mashiach, not by water only, but by water and blood. And it is the Spirit that bears witness, because the Spirit is truth. For there are three that bear record in heaven, the Father, the Word, and the Holy Spirit. And these three are one. And they are three that bear witness in the earth, the Spirit, and the water, and the blood. And these three agree in one. If we receive witness of men, the witness of Elohim is greater. For this is the witness of Elohim, which he has testified of his Son. When
we deal with this water and this blood, we have to understand now, this water was given, it was water of purification. Then you have the blood of atonement. When you deal with, he came not by water only, but by water and blood, understand, we're talking about purification and redemption. Water and blood, it ain't just saying water and blood, and you not understand that's water of purification, and that's the blood of atonement. That's you being cleaned and justified. Go ahead.
And he that believes on the Son of Elohim has the witness in himself. He that believes not Elohim has made him a liar, because he believes not the record that Elohim gave of his Son. And this is the record, that Elohim has given to us eternal life, and this life is in his Son. He that has the Son has life, and he that has not the Son of Elohim has not life.
All right. So then we have to get the understanding of how we're going to overcome all of these things that will come upon us. But let us hear the conclusion of this matter. Let's go to 1 Peter chapter 3.
First Peter chapter 3, verse 1. Likewise, you wives, be in subjection to your own husbands.
The same thing that Yahweh is saying to the children of Israel. You wives, be in subjection to your own husbands. Him. Go ahead.
That if any obey not the word, they also may without the word be won by the conversation of the wives.
Now you have to be careful what conversation you won over by. Go ahead.
While they behold your chaste conversations coupled with fear, whose adorning let it not be that outward adorning of plaiting of the hair, and wearing of gold, or of putting on of apparel.
Or of putting on rims and putting music in the trunk. Don't get it twisted. Now we count on those things more than anything else. He ain't saying you can't have certain things, but what does it mean to you? What do you let it do to you? Go ahead.
But let it be the hidden man of the heart, in that which is not corruptible, even the ornament of a meek and quiet spirit, which is in the sight of Elohim of great price. For after this manner in the old time, the holy women also, who trusted in Elohim, adorned themselves, being in subjection unto their own husbands, even as Sarah obeyed Abraham, calling him master. Whose daughters are you, as long as you do well, and are not afraid with any amazement?
It's amazing how we grew up, was raised up in this New Testament with this doctrine of prosperity. But I tell you what, how many people you heard on Sunday morning call their husband Lord? It's funny which things wasn't nobody touching. Now, y'all wasn't dealing with but half of the book, but why we ain't dealing with this part of the half? So now we dealing with half of the half of the half's half. I ain't heard this not a day in my life. Call that man Lord. Why you ain't, what's the matter? Why we ain't hear that? We still ain't heard it from none of these Christians. Okay. Go ahead.
Verse 7. Likewise, you husbands, dwell with them according to knowledge, giving honor unto the wife, as unto the weaker vessel, and as being heirs together of the grace of life, that your prayers be not hindered.
You deal with her wrong, and your prayers going to be hindered. Sometimes we think being nice is dealing right. You think if you agree that you being right. No. Deal with them according to knowledge as unto the weaker vessel, or your prayers going to be hindered. If Yahweh wanted and said that that was something that you should have stopped and you didn't, you have now hindered your prayers. All the while thinking you was doing something good. And you done hindered your own prayers. He didn't stop her because he expected you to. And what I'm doing that for, ain't that yours? What I need to stop her for? That's yours. You go and stop. Go ahead.
Verse 8. Finally, be you all of one mind, having compassion one of another. Love as brothers. Be pitiful. Be courteous, not rendering evil for evil, or railing for railing, but contrariwise blessing, knowing that you are thereunto called, that you should inherit a blessing. For he that will love life and see good days, let him refrain his tongue from evil, and his lips that they speak no guile. Let him eschew evil and do good. Let him seek peace and ensue it. For the eyes of the Adonai are over the righteous, and his ears are open unto their prayers.
So you might want to be careful what you do unto those who follow after Yahweh with a pure heart. Now, following after Yahweh with a pure heart don't mean that they hadn't made no mistakes. It means that they tried the best that they could do. You might want to be careful how you treat them individuals, lest they say something in prayer that has happened unto them, and Yahweh come and decides that he going to plead with you about your treatment of his son or his daughter. Go ahead.
But the face of the Adonai is against them that do evil. And who is he that will harm you if you be followers of that which is good? But if you suffer for righteousness' sake, happy are you. And be not afraid of their terror, neither be troubled. But sanctify the Adonai Elohim in your hearts, and be ready always to give an answer to every man that asks you a reason of the hope that is in you with meekness and fear, having a good conscience, that whereas they speak evil of you as evildoers, they may be ashamed that falsely accuse your good conversation in Yahshua. For it is better, if the will of Elohim be so, that you suffer for well-doing than evil-doing. For Yahshua also had come once, suffered for sins, the just of the unjust, that he might bring us to Elohim, being put to death in flesh, but quickened by the Spirit, by which also he went and preached unto the spirits in prison, which sometimes were disobedient, when once the long suffering of Elohim waited in the days of Noah.
What you think you doing when you talk to them people on the corner that's in the prison in their mind? We speak to the walking dead all the time. They breathing, but they dead. They free, but they in prison. Go ahead.
While the ark was a preparing, wherein few, that is, 8 souls were saved by water. The like figure whereunto even baptism does also now save us, not putting away of the filth of the flesh, but the answer of a good conscience towards Elohim, by the resurrection of Yahshua the Mashiach, who is gone into heaven and is on the right hand of Elohim, angels and authorities and powers being made subjected unto him.
And this is something that we have to make sure that we understand when we serve not only a wonderful Elohim, but then have an advocate with Elohim that sits right at the throne of power. Then we want to make sure that we keep that relationship right, so that we can be spoken of to the King. Before we do go out, I want to go to the next graphic and make sure that you guys know that we do have a 2025-2026 Holy Day and yearly calendar on our website. We're considering printing it, but I want to make sure that you guys know that that is up there. We still have, if you go to the Holy Days, there is still a list under that where you can get the list of the days. Go to the next graphic, which each one of those months has information on it regarding our plight here in America and abroad. Okay, so it's a lot of good information on each one of those months. And go to the last graphic. Sometimes we have to put something a little bit easier for us, because we'll see it on print and we'll know the date, but it don't help us. So now that we look at May, do we see something in May that we may have to deal with if we were not able to deal with the first one? There's something that's sitting there. See, sometimes you have to draw little pictures for us. You know what I'm saying? You have to draw the little stick man and the stick man running to the car. You have to go, then they know, oh, it's time to go home. I saw the stick man going to the car. Okay, so we need a little illustration. So we gave you a little illustration there instead of just the holy days printed and what days they are on. So you have that plus the printed thing under it. Take advantage of what you have available unto you. That is all that we're going to do for today. Remember the Sabbath to keep it holy. Shabbat shalom.
Shabbat shalom.